dinosaur. The return of the wizard is coming back for more. The return of the wizard, the face behind that door. And he'll walk on the land with wisdom in his hand. And you'll find your heart in league with the wizard.
Welcome to Buy Not Equip, episode 345 on the 18th of January 2025.
2025.
I know, right? I'm Wem, and with me as always is Tempest. Hey, Temp.
Hi, babe.
How you going?
I'm good.
Just a second. Let's take it into real life.
Did you answer the question of life? What are we doing here?
How are you?
I'm very well. How about you?
I'm great.
Would you like to tell me about your week?
Continue to be crazy busy at work, which is very rude in January.
It is rude, but this place is consistently busy in January, which sucks.
I don't like it.
No, I liked it better when you used to come home at 2 o'clock in the
I think I'm
afternoon.
going to have to move Christmas back to November or something.
When's Chinese New Year? It's always quiet after that.
Yeah. No, end of middle of Feb, is it? End of Feb. I'll look it up when
March.
you're talking. I'm working tomorrow, Sunday,
Outrageous.
because people on cruise ships demand goods on a Sunday.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Very rude. Our little cat Coco is fitting
Just
in.
because they stop here on a Sunday.
I know,
Couldn't they stop here for 2 days?
Oh,
There's a lot to do in Melbourne.
there's a
Lot
lot
to
to do. Stop mucking around. She's continuing to fit in very nicely with our family,
Yes, and if we could tilt our cameras down, you would see that she's laying in between us right
but
now.
I'm not going to.
No, I'm just saying.
What about you?
I spent a bit of time cleaning up cupboards and archiving at work this week, and then brought home 2 big crates of books to catalogue. I finished one and started on the other one, and then I went out for lunch. That's a mistake I made. When I
Chinese New Year, Wednesday the 29th of January.
Ooh,
But
early.
it's like, that's when the ships stop leaving China.
Yes,
So, once they get here, it's still busy.
yes.
But then when,
Yeah.
however long that takes,
It'll be 2 weeks after
it'll
that.
be that's why I thought it was mid-Feb, because that's when it goes quiet.
Yeah. I don't know how long it takes to get from China to here with a boat.
A couple of weeks.
Does it?
Well, it depends how many ports they stop at. There's so many things.
Oh. And then they shut for 2 weeks usually.
A month.
I read today. Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
It probably just affects you because they're shut for 2 weeks, but then the ships take 2 weeks.
The problem is,
That's a
one of
month.
our biggest customers just loads up on containers before Chinese New Year. So then we have to, instead of taking like 2 containers there a day, we've got to take 4 a day
Right,
because they've ordered so many.
right. Nutso.
So they fill their warehouse right up. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
I finished one, started on the
By the
other.
way, cheers.
Oh, yeah. It's not Wine Down Friday, though.
No. What do you got?
It's Mixed Drink Saturday.
I've got ginger beer and Southern Comfort.
Vodka lime and flat lemonade. Thanks.
Lovely.
That's the mistake I made, going out for lunch.
Sure.
Then I came back, my password wouldn't work for the laptop. So it's a Windows laptop, and people out there
No wonder.
might already know what the problem is. But anyway, I didn't realise at first that the caps lock was on, so I tried it about 5 times
Problem is
before
you
I
forgot your
realised.
password.
Because then no, I didn't forget it. It just kept saying it wasn't right, and then it said at the bottom, caps lock is on, as like a little clue, and I was like, oh, that's what I've done wrong. So I turned caps lock off, and I typed it in, and I pressed return, and it said the password is incorrect. So then I typed it slow, and then I checked.
Because it's an older computer.
No, I typed it slow to make sure I typed it right,
Sorry.
not that I wasn't, like,
Oh, that was a bad call.
and getting it wrong. And so I typed it in, and I checked on the little eyeball that I had it right, and it still won't accept that I've got it right. So
I think you've been locked out.
I could have been locked out, which I thought that would be okay, but I thought it would tell me that I'd been locked out, but it doesn't. It just keeps letting me put it in over and over again.
Sure.
So I don't know if I'm locked out because it's not telling me I'm locked out, which is very irritating. But the other possibility is that on that Friday, while I was out for a couple of hours, there is a chance that someone at head office has reset everything on the network.
Sure, that makes sense.
And, they won't tell us until the 28th of Jan when we're back, because why bother updating us before? Mind you, none of us can get into our laptops. So I've had to send off an IT request, which they'll get to next Monday maybe.
Sure.
And hope that they can reset it. I've also turned it off and hoping... I tried the wait 12 hours and try again. That didn't work. So now I've like turned it off and hoping that maybe it'll just reset with time. Who knows? What else? I spent quite a bit of time with our beautiful Theo. Hello, Baba.
Hey, Baba.
Oh, also... Cheers. Oh, he couldn't see. You've got to get it so he can see in the thing.
I'll do it in front of you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's his favourite thing. So I spent...
Not that drinking's a big part of our life.
No, but he's just started doing cheers with his drink bottle, which is hilarious. So I've spent quite a bit of time with them. Princess and I went shopping for his first pair of shoes on Monday. Now
Little
that he's
tiny shoes.
Yeah, little teeny ones. Now that he's a walking champion, so and he quite likes his shoes. Sometimes he'll just get them out and ask you to put them on, and then he walks around and realises it's harder to walk in shoes, and then asks you to take them off.
Sure.
I'm looking forward to my treat on Sunday, which is a feet treat, facial and a massage in the beautiful settings of the Dandenongs.
Mountains near us.
With Princess. So that'll be
very
nice.
small
That's my treat number 2. I'm
No
hoping
snow.
to book in another one
Yes.
for the last week, although we're running out of time now. But anyway, hoping to book in one last one. So I'll have had 3 treats for the last 3 weekends. So I'll be rejuvenated when I
We
get back
treated up a treat.
to Kinder.
Yep.
And I was on my way out for lunch date on Friday. This said lunch that I went out for on Friday when my computer stopped working, and with the next colleague, and she rang me when I was on the way to stay. My car won't start, which is very disturbing. Neither one of us have got very old cars, like they would be under 5 years old, so that's very annoying. But she had to call the RACV. I'm sure there's equivalents all around the world.
Yes.
For them to come out and check her car and get her on the road, and it's not fixed, so might be an alternator or something. Not charging the battery. But anyway, poor thing.
Johnson rod.
Very, very inconvenient when your car just suddenly doesn't work. And we took Coco to the vet today for a final vaccination until next year, and she is incredibly calm in the car. And the cat carrier, which our other cats have all been like very not chilled about it.
Yeah.
She has a little meow, and then
just a bit of a why.
Yeah, why have you locked me in here? But she is in disgrace this morning after being in a full-on naughty mood at 5 a.m. this morning and climbing over everything and being absolutely crazy. And then I put her in the bathroom and she's dug up a plant and So this morning I had to, after vacuuming the bathroom yesterday, this morning I had to get down on hands and knees with a dustpan and shovel and clean up all the dirt that was all over the bathroom because it was from one end to the other. Like a little rat bag. But she is just a kitten. We'll forgive her eventually.
All right, let's move in to see if there's something we need to discuss.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
All right, I wanted to talk about the patch 11.1 Raid Renown feature. It's a new feature that's going to be coming alongside the new raid Liberation of the Undermine. No, just of Undermine. The Galagio Loyalty Rewards Club.
Right.
Because the Galagio's the casino.
Right. Is that where the raid is?
And hotel. Yes.
Right.
A new raid-only renown track aimed at providing a host of power increases over time.
Just for the raid?
Mainly for the raid, yeah.
Right, a bit like the hand in these
Yes,
things
very much so.
currently that
Yep, the
currently
new
go.
iteration of that.
Yep.
As well as
I
some
quite like that.
cosmetic rewards and improving the quality of life for raiders.
I don't care about cosmetic rewards.
This renown
Improving
is
the
earned
quality of life is good.
exclusively through completing the raid, which the other one is too.
Do you know what would be nice to earn through there?
What?
Bloody runes.
Hold on then.
Okay then.
As with the Severed Strands buff in Naruba Palace, which we were just talking about, this one's fully warbound and is difficulty agnostic.
What does that mean?
Well, it means you can do it on any tune, in
at any
any
level.
difficulty level, and it will all contribute.
Nice.
It can be progressed on any character, any difficulty, be applied to different ones at a later date.
Nice.
So just going into the raid, you'll begin with Renown 1 unlocked, with a globally rising cap of 1 renown per week, able to be earned from the raid.
One renown per week is seems tiny.
Well, it's a new thing per week. But you can catch up. You can do catch up as well.
Yeah, but you get 1 level a week. It's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Well, how many levels of renown with the other reps outside do you think we get a week?
I don't know.
Yeah.
About 2/3 of one.
All right. Well, week 1 of the raid's opening will allow players to get to renown 2 and no further, regardless of how many bosses are killed. Players starting the raid for the first time on week, say 11, will be able to rapidly progress towards that cap before joining everyone at the 1 more per week.
Yep. That sounds fair.
Renown levels unlock stuff like I just picked at random here. Crafting tables and vendors at the Intercontinental... It's not Inter.
Just
It's
Continental
the...
Hotel.
No, I typed that one wrong because I assumed. It's the Incontinental Hotel. You can eat food faster in raid.
Unfortunate.
A chance and an augment rune from a broken vending machine,
Nice.
which later becomes a guaranteed rune and possibly bonus runes.
Nice.
Transmog, Trans-OMG I've written, and other vendors inside the hotel. Specific loyalty card hearth from the raid to the hotel.
Mm.
So the hotel is actually
Like a
not
city.
the raid. The
Right.
hotel is like the hub.
Right.
A self-battle res while out of combat, which is an oxymoron. It's not a battle res if you're out of combat. It's a res.
Yeah.
Anyway.
However, most people can't do that, so still good.
All sorts of buffs while in raid and cosmetics and raid gear tokens.
Can I just say, kind of is a battle res because when you die, you're automatically out of battle.
Yeah. So it's not a battle res then.
Well, it kind of is.
We can't use it while you're in combat, so
No, but you
that
can't
is
use
what a
it
battle
while
res
alive.
is.
So you can be fighting mobs, they kill you, you're straight away, you're out of combat, you can come straight back
Yeah,
up.
but the battle part of battle res means you can use it while you're in combat.
Yes, but
So if you haven't,
it's
it's
the
just
same,
a self-res then.
But it's the same as being a battle res because you die and you can come straight back.
You're out of combat though, so it's not a battle res, it's just a self-res.
No, because you don't have to leave where you are. You don't reset.
Write in and tell us if you think it can be a battle res when you're not in combat.
No, because the battle res is about someone else putting it on you during their combat.
Well, it's a
You're
self-battle
still
res.
when you no.
You've covered that off with
if
the
you-
word self.
If you get a battle
But
res
battle
in,
means
if you
you're
get
fighting.
if you get a battle res in raid or in a dungeon, you aren't in combat when that happens. You aren't. The person who gives it is.
Sure.
So that is that is exactly the same.
Well, then it's just a res.
It's not just a res.
Okay. Let's move it into the news. We've got some...
I'm siding with Blizzard.
Sure, that's fine. I don't want you to get the impression I care. Patch 11.1 PTR news. Delve changes in Season 2.
Right.
Tanking Bran. Starting with the patch launch, players will be able to choose a new spec for Bran, which is Tank. He will wield a pistol and a shield.
A pistol and a shield.
Yep, and this spec's focused on improving the experience of running Delves as a healer.
Pistol and a shield.
So we have
a
a
ranged
taunt.
and a ranged weapon and a shield.
We,
What's a pistol going to do when they're
well,
in
it's
his face?
one-handed. We have fire at him. Bountiful Delve rotation
It's a
changes.
very strange combination.
They're changing from one delve per zone chosen as bountiful to rotate through delves from the original launch until all of them have had some time in the sun, and then they're going to turn on the new ones. This avoids feeling like the same ones come up too often.
I don't understand. Don't they just do one bountiful in each zone until
Yeah,
they've got, and in rotation?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I don't know
How is
either,
this
but
gonna be
apparently Ringing Deeps only has 2 delves, so it felt like those ones were coming up too much.
Do they?
2 that were bountiful, maybe? I didn't really
think there's
understand
3.
that. In their own notes, they said places like Ringing Deeps only have 2 delves.
Right.
bountiful.
So they're obviously every 3 days. Or
So that
whatever,
means that,
or
yeah,
alternating days.
yeah, they were coming up
Okay.
twice a week
I thought
each
there
nearly.
was 3 in there.
Well, I thought
Maybe.
there was more.
Yeah. Maybe there's not. Maybe the other one is one of the other realms close to it.
So no.
Interesting. Okay.
So there's new delves and new variants. 2 new delves are Side Street Sluice in Undermine and Excavation Site 9 in the Ringing Delves, which maybe we'll take
Deeps.
that to
Ringing
3.
Deeps.
Ringing Deeps, sorry. Additionally, almost all existing delves have new variants.
Oh,
so
I
they're
like
gonna
it when you get a new
theme
variant.
them
It's
and stuff.
exciting.
Yep. Season 2 changes, improving Tier 9 Plus rewards.
This is exciting. Because we will not
So
do
in
that.
Season 1, they wanted Tier 9, 10 and 11 to just be for the challenge and for achievements.
Yep.
So people didn't feel like they had to, go all the way to 11.
Which we don't, because there's no benefit for us.
That's right. In Season 2, Tiers 9, 10 and 11 delves will reward more rune crests. Tier 11 bountiful delves will reward gilded crests
That's
up to 3
exciting.
times a week from a separate chest in the bountiful delve, so you won't need a key.
Nice.
Tier 8 will stay the highest delve run to get the rewards from the Great Vault.
We need to remember you can only get it 3 times, so that's 3 delves in a week. For the Gilded
Of
Crest.
11.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll keep going because I think you're about to say what I was going to say.
The delve map system. In Season 1, you have a chance to find delve maps at the end of a run.
Can we talk about that?
Can we get to the end first?
Oh, right.
These maps give you a large boost in rewards when used on another delve, including acquiring gilded crests. In Season 2, they'll increase your chance to get a map with each run that you did not find one. They'll also limit it so you can only earn 1 map a week. Tempest, may I ask you, in the, 22 weeks that this has been out? Near there, give or take. How many maps have you found?
0.
I've found 1 and it was today.
What is the irony of that? Must have known. When you talked about that, I was like, what maps? I've received no maps. None.
Mm-hmm.
What does the map look like? When you a piece of is it
It's like a.
is it obviously a map, or is it like
No.
a quest item? Is it
It's like a chest. It looked like I thought it was another chest.
there was an
And it's
extra
not
chest,
called
or
a-
it went into your thing as a chest?
In your bag, it looks like a chest. You pick
Okay.
it up and it looks like it looked like another kind of chest.
And then what happens?
I clicked it and it opened it and said you'll get an extra reward on your next tier 8
Huh?
or better.
Right.
So there you
I'm
go.
sure I haven't received one.
That's the first time I've seen one because I didn't know what it was. And then I opened it and I went, oh, that's a map.
That I was looking at. That's bizarre because
Yeah.
we have done a lot of delves.
Yeah.
We've done at least
Our mains
2.
have done 4 every week.
At least 2 every week, usually 4.
Mainly 4.
And then we've done them on alts as well.
Yep, all the time. And
So-
a lot of 8s.
And a lot of 8s.
Yeah.
So it seems strange to me
Mainly
that
8s.
we've seen 1.
Look, we'll do a lower alt with the main so that we can still do an 8.
Yes. But apart from our not 80 tunes, they're all doing 8s.
Yep. Brand's missing hat and new curios. Season 2 begins with the introduction of our new nemesis.
Well, can I just say, I like that for every week that you don't get one,
You get an increased chance.
which, eventually, by week 20 of the next bit,
We might get one.
We might get one, yeah. Anyway.
Our nemesis is a mad goblin who purchased a deed to all the delves from Galley Wax.
What?
So I think the deed's
Okay.
counterfeit. Underpin, his name is. He ambushes Bran and destroys all the curios he collected in Season 1. And what's even worse, he steals his hat.
Outrageous.
It is outrageous.
Does that mean Bran gets reset to 0?
Possibly.
Oh.
Players in Season 2 will earn new curios for Bran. You'll be guaranteed to loot rank 1 curios when you start running any delve in Season 2. Rank 1?
Yeah.
Boo! They want to explore new strategies and metas for Bran in Season 2, which is fair enough, along with exploring more of what they can do with the curio system. Most importantly, Bran will wear random hats and helmets he's acquired until you help him recover his hat from Underpin's lair.
So just because you look different?
He's going to have a different hat each time.
I look forward to what that means.
Yes, and don't worry,
A bit of
if you
fun.
really enjoyed Bran's random hats, you can ask him to continue rotating through his collection afterwards.
I like that idea.
Tier reset and item level changes. When Season 2 launches, they're going to reset tier progress, and players will be able to start at Tier 4.
Ooh,
The
exciting.
difficulty and rewards of the Tier 4 plus delves will increase. to match the new item level caps in Season 2.
That is exciting.
Very exciting. And you know what? If you guys could find time to help us out by liking and subscribing on YouTube, we'd love that.
And we'd love it even more if you'd leave us a little comment.
Just a cheeky comment.
Or ask a question.
I
me
stole
anything.
Brand's hat.
I still I'm the one with all the curios.
Give us a provisional thumbs up right now while I'm reading this, and I'll remind you later to
Down there
remove
somewhere.
it if we haven't delivered quality content. And I'm still clicking thumbs up on all the stuff I watch because
Have you left any
I
comments?
now realise no comments. I'm not a comment
Just a
leaver.
little comment. But that's the problem.
Where can people find us?
They can find us right here on YouTube at Bind and Equip Wow. They can find us on Instagram /threads at Bind and Equip Wow. And they can find us on Facebook at Bind and Equip.
Now, we've given up on X, but if you're looking for us, maybe you could try at oligarchs.normal.skibbity.brat.like.you.yolo.
Wow, that was a lot of dots.
You may not find us,
Fine,
but you
it's
could
good
give
luck.
it a go. Medi hit us up.
Yes.
He said thanks for the kind words about losing their puppy dog. She's left a massive void, that's for sure.
Sending you huge hugs.
Older hit us up. Said finally he's into the new expansion. Good job, mate. Enjoying it now. Can't find the Pathfinder beginning quest in Arge, but we'll get there, I'm sure.
I think if you just keep making your way through the different zones,
Yeah,
you'll get
just-
sent there.
Just keep looking for the old shield quests.
Yeah. Yes. Anything with a shield is your next one.
Or a triangle purple exclamation.
Yes.
They're the important ones.
Yes.
Grim said traction rocks. You are correct, sir.
Does indeed.
Snowy said he's enjoying trying out the different hunter specs for something to keep him interested at the moment. Got his leather working up, made himself some nice items as well.
Nice.
He also said he's going to start using the term a Kai moment in my daily life and just watch the people I work with try and work out what it is I'm talking about.
What I will enjoy though, Snow, is you need to let us know if people start using it without really knowing its context why, but understanding what it's about. That's when it takes on. That's when it goes to the next level.
It takes on a life of its own.
Yeah. That's before you know it. That's where. I forgot his
They'll be
name
calling
now.
you the Cobra.
No, what's that dude's name? Leroy Jenkins. That's how Leroy Jenkins got it.
Sure.
Anyway.
All right, let's take it in game.
Yeah.
Have you got time? Have you got time?
No, don't.
I don't think you've got time. Does she look like she's got time?
I might have had time if I hadn't dropped a bit of chocolate on my cleavage.
Do you want me to get that?
I'm trying to make sure it's not there.
It's be melted by now.
Sorry, it's for everyone who's wondering, it's half a piece of choc honeycomb that I've been waiting for the whole recording to eat the other half of.
All right. Vibe check. The
Go for
latest
it.
from Taliesin and Evertel. The many great things about Undermined. They're pretty happy with it. From Bellula, Blizz did not hold back with the drive system. He goes into how insanely fast it is.
Is that the car?
Yes.
Right.
And he says that it's going to divide people because you're going to either really like it or really hate it. And I reckon you're going to be in the latter.
Yeah, I will.
Because just looking at it, it looks too fast for me.
Yeah, I can't control my flying mount half
Just
the time.
watching his video of it, it's insanely fast. One of them goes like 1,000% of normal travelling speed.
Yeah, so as if I'm going to be able to control that.
Mr. GM had a first look at patch 11.1 and Solso Breezy went through the delve changes and said they're a big win for solo players. Probably because you can get Gilded Crests there through solo content. So excitement is high for 11.1 at this point.
This week,
Yeah, till it comes out, then we'll find out what's wrong with it.
2 weeks running, it's sure to turn soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I like that it's all hype until it comes out and then it's shit.
Sure. Weeklies or levelling?
We've not played too much since the reset at all this week.
No.
My Warlock did, however, manage a couple of Time Walkers, and she's now at 79. I think that was on Sunday.
Nice. Got to get her to 80 today.
Yeah, I know. A couple more Time Walkers, she'll be there.
Yep, I cleaned up a lot of weeklies last week as well. Getting used to the rolling weeklies that are like 2 or 3 weeks long.
Yep.
I think it's better. Less urgency, more time to get the rewards.
Yep.
Stuff like the what is it when you got to get 100 pieces of
The Titan relics.
the relics?
Or the fragments, whatever
the
they are.
fragments. That's better over a few weeks, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Delves, I only got 2 tunes done last week, but there was a lot on offer with the Turbulent Time Waste kicking off. So, 5 Time Walkers on multiple tunes takes a while.
Indeed. I only got 1 tune through 2 delves last week, which is very quiet for us.
Yeah.
Normally I insist on my main at least getting 4.
Yeah.
And we also ran out of keys, which was a massive disaster. Like
Disaster.
We've had keys the whole time. So this week, before we started doing anything, we went out and got more keys. So we've got at least 3 keys now.
Yeah.
We haven't got a 4th key though.
I think on our mains, the
I don't know.
time where you run out of weekly stuff being worth it didn't quite last to the end of...
I'm going to say, do we
11.
need bountiful keys on our mains anymore?
Well, that's a good point.
Because it's a 603 that comes out of it.
Well, it's going to change, obviously.
Yeah, then it'll be important.
Well, yeah.
But, they're saying we don't
we
need it
probably
for
don't.
the crest.
Yeah, we probably don't.
So it depends on what gear's going to come out.
It would probably be better. I don't know.
It'd be better
So we
to
want to do
on our-
4 8s to get the Vault reward.
Yes.
But
I don't think
you don't
have to be
they don't have to
bountiful.
be bountiful, do they?
No. Yeah.
2 of them we do want to be bountiful because they're with an alt,
Yes.
and the alt wants the bountiful
Yeah.
for the 603
So we need to go
gear.
and do 2 things, not 3. So that's just
Yeah.
really one.
So we could smash out 2 not bountiful. Are bountiful harder than normal?
I assume that they're slightly harder because you get that
So
better.
long since I've done not a bountiful.
Yeah. We usually only do bountifuls.
Yeah.
But yeah, so our alts need it because it's
Do
a 603
hang on,
in there.
the extra chest, do you get stuff that's better than gear? Like, do you get
You get
crests?
but I don't. You're getting crests out of the other 2 anyway.
Yeah. Maybe explore.
It's not
them.
like we've got heaps to upgrade
It's
anyway.
only for a couple
anyway.
of weeks, so it's not going to
Yeah.
hurt if we're wrong. Yes.
What were we up to? Sorry.
Delves, were you done with that? Was that all you had to say? A lot of
Yes.
delves. Oh, the pattern.
Yes, I was going to say we've been doing, as we mentioned before, a ton of delves. We've done a ton of delves over since we turned 80, and I have not got one single enchanting pattern. And there's supposed to be several that I can get from delves, and I'm sure on my other tunes there are several patterns that you can get as well from delves. And I think I've got one tailoring pattern in all
I
that
got an
time.
inscription pattern the other day.
Did you? Did
Yeah.
you send it to my inscriptionist?
I've still got it, I think.
Oh,
I
that'll be
will.
nice. If I haven't got it. Because that's the other thing. I got one. I think we've got one another time out of something else.
Well, it makes an alchemy rod,
Nice.
so I would like that.
And it was one that I'd already learnt, so it wasn't from a delve. It was just one that I'd learnt. I was like, well, that's useless, thank you. But what I need is the ones that I can only get in there. That's very frustrating to not be able to get them. And then a lot of mine are from a mythic cache. There's 3 or 4 for braces from a mythic cache for the Priory dungeon. We haven't been able to do that.
Which hasn't been mythic yet, yeah.
That's obscene. It should have been 2 dungeons and made sure that one was in season 1.
Speaking of dungeons,
Grumpy.
Mythic Plus, Tyrannical is a much harder week
Yep.
than Fortified.
Yeah, I always feel like it's the other way around.
No, but after we struggled with it this week,
Yes.
I was listening to the Starting Zone.
yeah, they said the same.
They said the same.
Interesting, because I always go, it just takes more time when all of the ads take more time to kill.
Jason and Spencer, just if you're interested.
I don't know.
I totally know their names.
Anyway, keep going.
So we didn't have a horrible week, but neither did we kick ass. The worst part is you can be smashing trash. Like we were slaughtering trash and clearing stuff, and then get stuck on just like one mechanic or one aspect of one boss, have a couple of wipes, and then your key's gone.
Yeah. I found it interesting that this week we smashed through the first boss in both instances, like to the point where I was like, oh my God, we're gonna have like a +2
We're
at
getting
the
an
end of
extra
this.
chest.
Well, they were going to get a +2. We're going to be
Yeah.
going to a 6 next, is what I thought. And then we get to the second boss on both times, neither of which we've struggled
Not struggled
badly.
but because it was
and this time,
tyrannical.
and we had
something
like
happened and we couldn't
4
do it.
wipes. And
Yeah.
not just one wipe, it was like 2 or 3 wipes or 4
Not
wipes.
like the
and-
usual, we all die and Tran finishes it off. Like
No.
it always happens.
Yeah, exactly. And Tran couldn't finish it off by himself, which was ridiculous. So it's that. But also, we don't normally do, like, not on the second boss. On the final boss,
Sometimes,
we might. Yeah. Anyway, and then the rest of the instance was cruisy.
Yep.
Like, we didn't have any issues like we normally do. Like, the first one we did was City of Echoes, and I normally die at the first pull-in on that final boss.
Sure.
And I didn't, and we still, it was just different. It was very different to how it normally plays out.
The mechanic changed just like an aspect here and an aspect there. Anyway, rating, Crazy Train.
Yeah, very happy with our first night of heroics. Back rating, and
since Christmas.
and the group did very
New
well.
Year.
It felt very chilled.
We got past Rashanan for the first time.
Yes, which it was our second attempt or third attempt.
No, we've had a few goes at it.
No, I mean on the
on
night.
the night,
We
yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
It wasn't like we were sitting there
Well,
for an hour on
yeah,
it.
second attempt.
Yeah, it was quite good.
And so we've got 4 bosses to go.
So halfway.
Yep.
Yeah.
We nearly had the next one down, Brood Twister or whatever it's called.
Yes.
And then we ran out of time.
Yeah, we got close. I thought we might get it down on the last attempt because that was a very Crazy Train way of doing things. But a really good night.
Your mains gear.
6:24 and waiting on 2
Oh,
hero
look out, everyone.
trinkets.
She's pulled ahead. I'm 6:23 still.
Yeah, because I was behind because I didn't want to level up my champion trinkets. So then I'm just like, I'll tempt fate.
That's
and
what you do.
I'll use all of my things to level them up, and I did.
You either do that or you buy you get a crafted piece and then bang, that slot will drop straight away.
I've got a crafted piece, but crafted piece is nowhere near it.
I'm thinking, look, I just need a weapon to be full hero. But apparently one of my best in slots is a crafted weapon, so I might just get that.
Yeah.
But it's not as high eye level, so...
You can get it crafted higher, but you have to pay for all the top stuff.
We'll see.
And get someone who's good at it, like can do a highest level of it.
Yeah.
Can
Alts. I got a lot done on my
I just
shaman.
say I got a trinket today.
Nice.
I'm hoping the trinket train has changed after not having a trinket for
Right.
weeks. I got a champion trinket today.
You're worried that now you're going to get a billion trinkets
I'm hoping
again?
Tuesday hero trinkets in the vault.
All right. Alts, I got a lot done on my shaman. Got another 619 piece from Time Walkers, which is crazy.
Nice.
So
Yeah, what's the go with that? You get 619s.
I know. Don't get that on my main.
I don't get that on anyone.
So my shaman, I've got a 619 single hand and shield, and then I've got a 619 staff.
So
I didn't want it.
you need to play a shaman next time. You need to play your shaman.
Yeah.
It's like my rogue. That's what I should be playing all the time. A rogue. She's lucky.
I do really like my shaman.
But you didn't play it.
We can't tank
Could
on
have
a
healed
shaman.
on it. Could have healed.
Oh, yeah, everyone really wants me to heal. That's what they're all hoping for. When we're going through the rounds before everyone's going, hope Wim rolls a healer. Because he's laser focused.
I did nothing to speak of except for crafting and my warlock. I did want to say, and I don't want to ruin my bubble by telling everyone out there, but because we've got such a massive listenership, watchership, viewership. I don't know what you call it. I have made quite a lot of money from the crafting table in the last 3 weeks. I randomly got a leatherworking one and made 19,000 gold.
Okay,
I don't know if there was a mistake on their part, but woohoo for me.
Yeah.
And then last week at some stage I jumped on to several tunes because now I go, right, I'm checking the orders and I always do a search just in case there's something there. And I got 5,000 on one alt and then 4,000 and 3,000 on another alt and then a couple of hundred on another alt. So I was like, that's good money.
Yeah.
So.
I made a terrible mistake this week if we're admitting things. I went into the auction house. I priced everything on my spreadsheet to make some
Potions.
alchemy gear. Identified 2 things that were massive profits. Made them, and then realised that what I'd looked up was the bronze price, which not many people were making any more of those 2 things, so the market had priced them really high, which is dumb. But because I'm a very good alchemist, even with the bronze gear that I'd bought, I made silver stuff, which was worth half what I thought it was, and I was actually making massive losses. So I didn't put them back on the auction house, but you and I won't be needing to make or purchase alchemical flasks for quite some time.
Excellent. Could you do that with the pink one that I use? Because I've only got 4 of those left.
You can buy those for nothing.
I don't buy bronze.
The healing ones.
No.
The healing pots.
No, not the healing pots. Not the rejuve. The flask. The flask I use. It's pink.
Oh, okay. Sure. Why not?
I use Alchemical Chaos for my healing spec.
Well,
I need the pink one.
I won't go into how much that cost me, but I've got a thing where I leave 50k on every toon, on my 12 toons.
Me too.
And then the rest is in the war bank. And on that toon, I've now got 7,000. So I spent 40-odd thousand.
Jesus.
I mean, we've got all the flasks, so from that point of view, I don't really care, and they're silver, so that's good, but I could have bought them for cheaper than I made them.
That's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah. It's only a vector, it's not real money.
Good thing about that is, though, you do some delves and you quickly earn back that cash doing real world stuff. Oh, I've learnt how to, I figured out how to, you know how you said there's that mob in Hallowfall that you can't see unless you do something and...
It's night time. It's
whatever it is.
A mount drops.
It was a mount, yeah.
When Baladar's...
Yeah, something to do with Baladar, something. You can actually go and get, from the quartermaster, you go and get a flask or potion or whatever, and it shows you where the rare spawns.
Okay.
So there you go.
I don't think I've ever been there when it's gone dark. Maybe once.
Yeah.
I thought,
there's
I
a
feel
timer.
like I was going to do it all the time.
Yeah, it's every 6 hours.
It's because we don't. That I hang out in Hallowfall all the time, but
that's probably why.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
I'm a bit biased towards
Donegal
because it's like to me that's WoW.
Right.
Although Hallowfall's like WoW too. It's very outdoory and very fantasy setting.
With all the zeppelins flying around. Anyway, there you
all
go.
right. You got a leap player or anything of the week?
I have no leap player.
Words of wisdom? I don't have anything.
Oh, yes, I have. I've got a leap player of the week. The leap player is the Spud Monkeys that you play when you play with when you do a follow a dungeon.
They're the best.
Oh my god.
They're kind of my best friends.
Okay, so when I was trying
the potatoes, we affectionately call them.
I just called them Spud Monkeys.
Sure.
When I was trying to figure out how to get these patterns, I was like, oh, I wonder if it's on any level. And then later I realised it's the challenge is cash, which means you have to do it on Mythic. So you can't do it on any level. So I was like, I'll go in and I'll do the dungeon with followers and see what happens.
Yep.
So
I usually do the rep quest on that.
I went in and did Dawnbreaker because it said it was in the zone, Dawnbreaker. I didn't read it properly. And I was like, yep, Dawnbreaker, here I go. So I go in. Now, when you do the second boss of Dawnbreaker, you have to fly down and you have to kill 3 like lieutenants and then you kill the main boss, right? Because it weakens the...
That's the first boss, isn't it?
No, the first boss is the one that blows up the ship with the purple big
the
mana bomb.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. So I go, right, I take them off them leading and I go, I'll go down where I want them, and which they don't, they just stay on the ship.
Yeah, until you
land or you pull something and then they suddenly appear. So for a little while I'm like, why won't
I think if you landed and then changed it back to you lead, they would appear without you having to pull something.
I don't know. Anyway,
okay.
We always go in the back door of I think it's like a chapel. I don't know what the room, right?
Yeah.
So we go in the back door, so you land on the little boardwalk, you kill those back mobs, you go in, you kill...
Yeah, because the mobs around there are good to kill to get your numbers up to 100%.
Well, also,
in Mythic Plus.
There's not as many, or it's not as
And it's
tight.
not as crazy, and because we're a bit nutty when we fly, you've got more room to
I like
land.
how you said we. That was very generous.
It's been kind to you.
Anyway, so I get there, because we're good at that, right? We kill the mobs, we get into the boss, And instead of just killing the boss in the massive room that we've cleared, no, they run out and do it on the front steps where all the mobs still are.
We shall. Yeah. Well. You know.
What a pack of numpties.
Yeah. Well.
So
She's
then
a paladin after all.
we finally kill them. We kill the boss, so we have to
A
go
little
the other
drive by
way.
Fakai there.
We have to go that way, so we kill all of the mobs, and then I go, okay, let's fly to the next one. No, they run down the main road. They
How
run
many things
down
did they pull?
everything on the way.
Wow.
I had to go back and kill everything, and then one of them died, but because their body was put on the ship, we couldn't res them because they were out of range, and they didn't res until we got to the box. And then suddenly they appeared.
That's crazy.
Oh, I was like, mate, this is the worst thing ever. And then I did the Priory one, and they're also, you're like, okay, yeah, they're sneaking past. And then one of them will ping one of the mobs.
It's outrageous.
Stupid.
All right. Well, back to the drawing board.
So they're
please.
my elite player of the week. The numpties
I love them.
that come with you and follow a dungeon.
I love getting in there and seeing how much I can pull and whether we
I
survive.
could not believe they ran out onto the steps where all the mobs were still alive.
You know what?
We were in a big room. There's no need for that.
We've come to the end of another episode of Bond and
What?
Equip.
Already?
Yep. Well, what do you mean
It's
already?
just- it's
It's
just
41 minutes, 42
Oh,
minutes.
It's long. I was
Yeah.
just getting into it.
Mm.
I haven't even finished my drink.
I'll finish mine.
Oh, you're a scholar.
Now's the time to unlike if you've changed your mind. Otherwise, smash the like button.
Why would you? We've given beautiful, amazing, fun content this week.
Sure.
Lots of information. For those people who don't get their information anywhere else.
For those people that don't want good information, they want our information.
No, our information is good. It
Is it?
just might not be released today.
Maybe we need to move things around a bit. Maybe put the WoW front end the WoW content, and then back end the chit chat about our lives.
People won't get to know us then.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of people try it out and don't like that
How do you know?
because I get to look at all the stuff
So the people
I get to
that
look under the
listen to
dashboard
the first 5 minutes
and
and
go,
they go,
yeah,
"Wow,
and go, yeah.
This
I
isn't
get to
about
see how
WoW."
many people go, this isn't a WoW podcast.
That's outrageous. It's very much about WoW. Well, maybe whatever help makes you happy, darling.
Sometimes I just don't care about that.
No,
I just go,
they will
yeah.
come.
Like, I just go, yeah, only 100 people watch it, but they love it.
Yeah, and they'll recommend it to 100 other of their friends
Yeah,
eventually.
and then they'll go,
But
this isn't about
also,
WoW.
don't forget when you comment, then we get more traction. And if you want us to have more cutting edge stuff, we need more traction so that Blizzard notice us
Is
and
that what it is?
start giving us stuff.
Sure.
And we get invited to launches. That'd be nice again, wouldn't it? That's fun.
All right, let's get out of here. Thanks for hanging out with us. Until next time, I'm Wembley.
And I'm Tempest. See ya.
See you guys.